Normal service was resumed in Collooney on Saturday evening as a much-improved Tourlestrane overcame Coolera Strandhill at the second attempt to reach their third senior football final in as many years. Coolera did have some bright spells of their own, but a much more clinical and determined Tourlestrane were too much for John McPartland's men, who found themselves a goal behind with just 30 seconds played. A long ball towards the Coolera area catching their defense off guard as Gary Gaughan jumped to thump the breaking ball past Kevin Kelly. Against a different beast in comparison to the more sluggish effort put in by their opponents 6 days earlier, Coolera Strandhill were 5 behind after 7 minutes of this encounter. An Oisín Kennedy's score from play was followed up by Ryan Kennedy's first of 4 for the afternoon from the 45 meters line after Gary Gaughan was upended by Enda Mitchell. Coolera Strandhill gradually came to grips with Tourlestrane's hungrier, pressing game and managed 2 scores without reply. Peter Laffey kicking into the sun behind Adam Bro's goals, before the Tourlestrane netminder elected to fist away Gary Gaughan's punt at goal, which fell short of goal. Bro's over-eagerness to clear his lines should have been punished, but Colm Park could only fire the loose ball wide with the goal at his mercy. Both Laffey and Ryan Kennedy exchanged white flags to see Tourlestrane lead by 4 with 11 minutes played as Eamon O'Hara's charges began to assume control once more. Tourlestrane captain Pat Hart swept over a beautiful point from all of 40 meters out to push the advantage to 5, while the South Sligo men could have stretched that lead to 8 midway through the half. Liam Gaughan's surging run bringing him around 2 defenders, but pressure from the third man back was enough to see the full forward miscue as the ball sneaked past the far post. Coolera Strandhill then had a 5-minute purple patch of their own. Barry O'Mahony's attempt from a tight angle didn't have the necessary spin on it to bring it over the black spot. Gary Gaughan was on hand, however, to recycle play as he judged the space to perfection, firing over Coolera's third point before repeating the trick 1 minute later. The O&B Hunt Cup holders struck back with 3 quick-fire scores of their own. Oisín Kennedy making the best of the space afforded to him down the right to lace over a point. Teammates Johnny Kelly and Gary Gaughan adding to Tourlestrane's haul on the following attacks. That was to be Tourlestrane's last score of the half as Coolera Strandhill rallied once again to cut the deficit to 3 at the interval. Murphy finding form on 26 minutes, while patient play from Park and Kevin Banks was rewarded when Gaughan found the posts again. Murphy on target once more to reduce the arrears to just 1 goal, after Keelan Colley was fouled by Hart. Coolera Strandhill were unable to bring that momentum into the second half as Tourlestrane firmed their hold on this replay. McPartland's men chased shadows as the champions went more than half of the second period without conceding. 2 frees from the floor in front of goal were easily dispatched by Ryan Kennedy either side of Liam Gaughan's score. There was a sense of inevitability about the destination of this game on 43 minutes when Gary Gaughan was tugged to the ground as he attempted to round Kelly. Referee Connor Conway taking no time to order the penalty, which Hart, who might have considered himself lucky to be on the pitch after an earlier off-the-ball altercation with Keelan Colley, slotted into the bottom corner. Coolera Strandhill fullback Mitchell was black-carded for the second game running following his protestations after the spot kick was awarded. Things went from bad to worse for Coolera Strandhill just 5 minutes later when a second Tourlestrane penalty arrived. Connor McDonough this time bringing substitute Joe Malloy to the floor in front of goal, with Cathal Henry finishing past Kelly from 11 meters. Staring down the barrel at 11 behind with little over 10 minutes left, Coolera Strandhill did manage a score through Keelan Colley. But as Tourlestrane introduced fresh legs from the bench, they managed to squeeze the life out of the contest. The Seasiders did produce a late rally, but it was a drop in the ocean in comparison to what was required to tighten the gap. Laffey's point 1 minute into added time was merely a memento. While Bro, largely untested in the second half, showed great reactions to deny the same man's initial effort at goal. but could do nothing about Cadden's follow-up, which he tapped into an empty net. Tourlestane, Adam Bro, Keanserlees, Colin Neary 50, Barry Walsh, Shane Dunn, Asheen Kennedy 0-2, Adrian McIntyre, James Leonard 0-1, Stephen Henry, Pat Hart 1-1, John Marin 47, Alan Dunn, Cathal Henry 1-0, Conan Marin 54, Ryan Kennedy 0-4, Joe Malloy 48, Gary Gaughan 1-1, Kevin O'Hare 59, Liam Gunn 0-2, Johnny Kelly 0-1. Coolera, Strandhill, Kevin Kelly, and A. Mitchell, Carol O'Neill 45, Black Card, Gary Colley, Mark Comerford, Sean Murphy, Connor McDonough, Shane McCallion 51, Black Card, Aaron Boyle, Kevin Banks, Barry Doyle, Colm Park, Shea Doherty 45, Cheelan Colley 0-1, Peter Laffey 0-2, Gary Cadden 1-3, Barry O'Mayany, Niall Murphy 0-3. Referee, Connor Conway. Sligo champion.